crypto critical charts. We're going to cover if crypto is on the verge of a catapult or a catastrophe. Right now, we're at a key moment for a ton of macro charts for Bitcoin, crypto, altcoins, etc. And that's what we're going to cover in today's video. It's going to be a longer video because we're going to cover all the bots, live trades, check-ins on all the individual coins. That will be at the end of the video though. But I'm going to start off with some of the macro charts, high time frame, key things that we're looking at to see if we're on the verge of another explosion in the crypto market. So you're going to want to join the Discord, link is in the bio, because as I've been traveling this month basically, and I'm about to be traveling again in a week, I'm about to be going to Europe for about 2 weeks. So I'm going to be kind of on the road, so I won't be able to make a lot of videos. So I'm going to be keeping people updated in real time in the Discord. Link is in the bio. Come join it. So if you're a Stargate VIP as well too, book a one-on-one if you need it ASAP, because next week I will be gone for about 2 weeks. And it looks like we could be on the verge of some explosive moves while I'm gone. So now's the time to book it so you can be all set and situated while I'm gone. So let's get into it. But first off, in the Discord, a recap. I was keeping people updated in here saying that some of the Stargate indicators flashed a buy signal. That was on July 8th when we were back down here at 207 billion for the others chart. We're currently at 231 billion. So that nailed the bottom. And then if we look at some other things as well too, we can look at Bitcoin at the moment. This scenario I'm looking at, this was when Bitcoin was at 57K. We had said we were going to pop up. We did that. We're now at 67. And then if we go down here, I had released a video on July 10th, XRP Victory Day anniversary and price signal flashing similar to 2017. And that was right on the money. Because XRP, when I made this video, if you haven't seen it, you got to watch it. The rare price signal flashing right now was at 47 cents. It's currently at, actually when I made the video, it was at like 42 cents. When I posted the screenshots at 47 cents, XRP is currently at 62 cents. So we're keeping people updated in real time. Massive stuff with XRP going on with this chart as well too. And we'll get into XRP at the end as well. So join the Discord. Now let's go into the macro market drivers. We have on the left side, the bond yields. Let me slide it over. So we're on the weekly chart and it looks like this momentum is ready to crater. TSI going below the zero line right now. MACD going down. Stock RSI oversold. We have the blue over the pink and we're on this trend line as we speak. So where we're at for bond yields is critical as far as it looks like a big move is about to happen, whether it be a bounce back up or a meltdown. Same with the dollar too, because on the weekly chart with the dollar, we have the TSI coming down with the momentum. We look at the MACD, beat red, stock RSI cooled off, and the blue and the pink are smooching each other, trying to decide which one's going to cross. So where we're at with the dollar as well too, we're at a key level 104.3 and we're sitting on a knife's edge right now. And we want bond yields to come down, dollar come down, because when that happens, cryptos go up usually. So that's where we're at as far as the momentum with the dollar and bond yields. It's pointing downwards. So we're basically aligned as far as that front goes. We have the US Nasdaq 100 and US Russell 2000 momentum fiercely pressing up right now for the US Russell 2000 on the weekly chart. And I think we're at the 786 from this high down to this low right at it right now. And we're above that zero line. So we're bullish. And then if we look at the US Nasdaq 100, it's actually kind of come down and cooled off. But this is going to be important because what I'm about to show you is going to spook you. It's going to give you the shivers because we're going to look at the Nasdaq, US Nasdaq 100 against Bitcoin and some key things as far as that chart goes. But we're also on this trend line for the US Nasdaq 100. So this is probably a good dip buying opportunity. And I think we came down to touch the 786. We did from this low to the high 786, tapped it. And so far we're finding a bounce. So even though momentum's pointing down, it does look like we're going to find some solid ground right there. And the US Russell 2000 is just gearing up. So as far as the macro drivers, we have stocks looking like they're about to continue rallying. We have dollar looking like they're going to come down. Bond yields looking like it's going to come down. We have then the pump dump chart on the left side. So the stablecoins against the total crypto market cap. We're on the 10-day chart. Absolutely massive. Because what we have here is we ran up into this trend line, got rejected, the same one in November 2022 we fell off from. That was the bear market bottom. And then September of 2023 we fell off from this point. That was the start of our big run. When this goes down, cryptos go up. So that was the start of our big run. And we had like a trend line like this. We broke it and we started to go just like this. We had a trend line like that. We broke it. We started to go. So this move down was a big move up in crypto. This move down was a big move up in crypto. And we hit off that same trend line resistance, both resistances. Now we're back down at this support trend line and the 10-day 200 moving average. And right now we need to look at the momentum, because this is what's going to tell us if we're going to break down or bounce back up. And we're now seeing the blue and the pink. They started to smooch, and now the blue's coming back up. We want to see the blue on top, because when the blue's on top, we're in bearish momentum. You can see that ever since January 2023, when the blue got on top here, this has been bearish and crypto's been bullish. So we had a close call right here back in June, but we subverted it. And we do have that momentum still coming up here on the TSI. But as you can see back here, we had momentum coming up back here in September 2023. As soon as we crossed over, that was the start of our big boom in October. We can go down to lower time frames to see and gauge if we're going to cross down. So we'll go to the 8-day chart. We'll go to the 9-day chart. And you can actually see, this M pattern where you had this top right there, and then this top right there coinciding with this one right here, and then this one right here, just like how this top right here and then this top right here is coinciding with this top right there, and now this top right here. And if we were to do what we did before, it's looking like we're ready for round 2 as far as September, October-ish of last year again. It looks like the stars are aligning once again. And how that would play out is something like this. And this would bring us to the end of this year as far as a big move down from now going into like September, October. We see maybe a pop up in October, and then we continue melting down into November, December, and then the bull runs over. So that's what I'm seeing as far as this goes. It does look like we're getting ready to roll over. We're at a key moment right now. We need to see this cross down. We need to see it. We might have one more move up, a quick little one, little pullback in crypto, or we're just ready to send it. Let's go down to a lower time frame chart, because it does look like the 4 days crossing down as we speak. But see how we cross down? There was a little move up at the beginning of October. So if we go to Bitcoin, let's go to the beginning of October. So we could be in this phase right here. So we could have had our move up, and then we could be right now, we could retest back down a little bit, or maybe we just did it. But let's say it's something like this. We come back down one more time, and then when August hits, we boom. So matching that up, let's go back to that. That looks solid right there. The momentum is coming down on the 3-day chart. As long as we can see that cross below the 0 line, then we're golden. We're absolutely golden. So when this chart goes down, cryptos go up, and it's looking like we're almost there. We're super close. Now on the right side of the chart, we have the Bitcoin dominance on the 3-week chart. And I have some arrows pointing to the void line. It's like Bollinger Bands color coded for fractal patterns. And you can see that the purple, we're looking at the purple on the 3-week chart. It's so cyclical, crypto, because as you can see, the purple came in, and then we had a meltdown in Bitcoin dominance. That's when alt season fired up. Lies were changed there. And then you saw the bottom come in with the orange, yellow, green. And then we saw purple come in again. Meltdown. That was the last bull market. So this is 2017 bull market, 2021 bull market, alt season of 2017, alt season of 2021. And we saw the purple come in. Meltdown. And then we saw the bottom come in with the orange, yellow, the green. And guys, we're at the purple right now, and we're right at the top. And we're touching the same trend line where the purple came in every time. Purple and trend line, purple and trend line, purple and trend line. We have this upward sloping support line, and we're at a crunch right now. We're converging. So August is decision time. Are we going to see a crypto curveball, or are we going to see a crypto catapult? We're on the brink of finding out, folks. And now we can look at the momentum And we can see that it is kind of going up a bit, but it's never gonna be like a telltale sign, as far as it always looks like we're about to shoot and then bang all of a sudden. So like we're probably going in for the last little pull up for Bitcoin dominance, which likely is going to coincide with Bitcoin breaking above the previous highs here. Bitcoin dominance will go up. And then when Bitcoin dominance starts to melt down with Bitcoin breaching above that 72, 74K level, that's when alt season is going to kick off heavy and we're going to see the blow off top. So that's what I'm watching as far as Bitcoin dominance goes. The 3-week chart, we're looking at the void line color codings, this trend line. If anything, if we pop up, I'd want to see a rejection around 59 to 60% for Bitcoin before rolling over. And we want to see the 3-week momentum curl down, and we can gauge that earlier by going down to, let's say, the 10-day chart or the 1-week chart and waiting for that cross down. Right now it's crossing up, so it's likely we're going to see that Bitcoin move first. Doesn't mean altcoins aren't going to go with it, but really we'll start to see altcoins going double digits across the board after when we start to see that momentum roll over. This is the pump dump chart for others, so for altcoins. And same thing, we have that trend line coming up. We saw a rejection at this trend line like that multiple times. Once we melt down through this, then we're ready to go and we're ready to kick off a big bull run for altcoins. Looking at the 10-day chart, we're getting ready to come down, not quite there yet. Let's go to the 1-week chart. We are starting to cross down with the TSI. The stock RSI, and we want to see that get below the 0 line, the 50 line, because then we'll see the TSI cross down right at the 0 line. We don't want to see this green go up through the 0 line. So we're pretty much in good standing for this as well too. Then this is the key chart. We're looking at the US NAS 100 against Bitcoin. When this chart goes down, then cryptos are in their big bull run. So I covered this a lot, and this is how we nailed the bottom back in 2023, was we would see a trend line going up like this. Once we break it, the bottom's in for the bear market, and then we go into our big bull run. So I'll mark these off. And now let's take a look. So on the weekly chart, this is back in 2012. We saw this start to break down April 2012. And then if we go to Bitcoin here, April of 2012, and that was the bottom right before we started to rocket. So then let's go to, and then we bottom out here in December of 2013, and then we top out here. So December 2013, and we top out in Bitcoin, December 2013, right? So it's inverse look. And right now, I mean, when we broke this back here in March of 2023, you could even put it up a little bit like this. And we really broke it back January 2023, which was the bear market bottom. Now we could extend it out like this, and we could say that we're getting close. If we break down from this, then we're going into another huge meltdown moment like this, and we could see a big Bitcoin run here. If we look back at 2015, November, that was when we broke from here, and then we go to November 2015 here. That was right here. We started to break out, and then we topped in January 2018, and we bottomed here in January 2018. Then we broke it here in April 2019. Then we had a little Bitcoin run like that, and then we bottomed again. We broke it here in October of 2020, and that's when we saw Bitcoin go on its last bull run. And now back here in October 2023, we could even say that was right here, October 2023, when we broke this right there. Then we started to go, but we haven't even seen anything close to what we could see next if we break this trend line like this. But we gotta watch, because if this momentum on the 1 week chart doesn't cross down, we actually do something like this, then we need to get out. We got to get out, because then Bitcoin's about to dump heavy and altcoins are about to go with it. But you can also see that we're running into a key trend line as well too, where we've seen these cross downs happen at. And this is spanning back for the past couple of years, cross down. And we can gauge by going to a lower time frame, like let's say a 3-day chart, we're already starting to cross down, just like back here in late September of 2023. So the stars are aligning right now. Everything's looking good as far as all these macro charts to see if a big move's on the horizon, and it does look like it is. So now let's go into Bitcoin. So Bitcoin right now is 67,551. We had said the bottom was in back when it was in high 58K back here. Right now, what we see is we see a 3-day buy now signal. The last time, guys, don't you see a pattern? Last time we did that was back late September 2023. Just like all these other charts that I'm showing you, late September 2023, late September 2023 back here, late September 2023 back on this chart. A lot of things lining up right now we're about to see a repeat. So 3-day buy now flash. We're also seeing the market structure ribbon for the first time since April change back to green. It's back to green. We've seen that happen in February of this year, right before we had our leg up, and then back here in October, right before we started pressing up. So we see the market structure ribbon back to green. We saw a reclaim of the 3-day 50 moving average, this green line. Also, we got back above this purple moving average on the Stargate snakes, also above the 3-day 21 moving average. Also, we had the 3-day buy now, and right now we're pressing up against the 786 from the high that we had set just the other day to the low that we just set the other day, where I said in the Discord, hey, if we're going to roll, I called the top. I said, we either topped in the short term already or there's one more pump up to 69K before coming down to retest some key levels as support now. If we go to it 63.7K for Bitcoin as support, if we roll, that was on January 23rd. I released this video, Bitcoin breaking update. We're at a key level right now on the 24th. Keeping you guys updated in real time, letting you guys know it's good. And what we did was we topped on the 21st when I said it. We didn't quite get to 69, but close. And where'd we come down to? 63.6K. And I had said in the Discord, 63.7K. for Bitcoin. And then we bounced from that level. And now we're back up and breaking above the 786 and holding it as support as we speak. So 67,400, we need to maintain above 67K would be okay. Or 66.6K is fine. As long as we're above that level, then we're good. So the next thing I really want to see us do is get back above 69K though, because we need to get back above and hold daily candle body closes above there as support, because altcoins really love when Bitcoin is above 69K. So we need to get above there, and then we can get above the 12-hour market structure ribbon here. So let's go back to the high time frame. We're looking on the weekly chart. Bullish candle printing right now. If we can see this close at 68 or 69K by Sunday, buckle up for August, because that would be huge, absolutely massive. If we go to the weekly chart, we're seeing that cross up on the momentum. We're seeing the pink come back up. We need to see for the stock RSI on the weekly chart get above this 50 line, because if we do, then on the 2-week chart, we will cross up on this. And the last time we seen that, you guess it, same date, late September 2023. We go to the 3-week chart. Don't really like to see that. That's, heavy. This just tells me that the next pump is the last pump, because we'll likely not have enough juice to get back up here, and then we'll roll over, put some bearish divergence. So we need to see some follow through ASAP on the weekly chart, get above that 50 MA by the end of this week, and then we'll see that 2-week stock RSI cross up as well too. Let's look at the 10-day chart. Already starting to cross, so we're front running it right now. We're ready. In my opinion, guys, we're ready for the next big move. The blow off top is incoming. So that's what I'm looking at. 10-day chart momentum coming up as well too. So when we're back here, we're saying, hey, these medium time frames need to switch first. We need to see the 12-hour buy now first, which we got back on July 9th at 57K. Then we could see the 1-day buy now come in, which we got at a couple days later. And then the 2-day buy now would flash, which it did here. And then the 3-day buy now would flash, which it just did the other day. And then the 4-day chart, we didn't have a prepare to buy soon. So, but now we can see on these higher time frames, the 4-day chart, 5-day chart, 6-day chart, a weekly chart, we're now seeing that momentum start to pull. So If we can just press up above 69 to 70K, hold there for a week, then we will officially have the bigger picture momentum start to shift back to the upside for Bitcoin, which in turn will be massively beneficial for altcoins. If we roll back over, we absolutely need to hold 64K. Worst case scenario, 60K, but like I don't even want to see us get back down there, to be honest. I want to see it just see us start descending now. Because if we start to roll back over, then this will look like it's going to cross, then we get closer to the zero line, and I don't like that. So we need to see this ASAP. ASAP, in my opinion, not sooner, not lower or stable for longer, but higher sooner. We need that. So that's what I'm seeing as far as this goes. And then also too, on top of everything else I covered with Bitcoin, we have the hash ribbon buy now signal as well. And it looks like the TSI was going to cross on the 1 day, but now it's starting to gear up. You love when you see like it's about to go down and then it starts to go. If we can see a green MACD print there, that'll be even better. So that's Bitcoin. Then total crypto market cap, I'm not going to cover that. Total 3 though, this is what I'm tracking. So altcoins, we have this trend line coming down like this that we tapped into just the other day. We came back down. We went to the spot that I thought we were going to do a little inverse head and shoulder. I think I covered that in the Discord. I did. Yep. I said we'd come back down there to do the inverse head and shoulder. And we popped up faster than expected. So, but we filled the level. What happens on the left happens on the right. And we just filled what happened on the right, which happened on the left. And we're doing this inverse head and shoulder. We already did the double tap. And I think we're ready to now pull a move like this, and we'll flip it and get ready to rattle. And this will break us out. And I think it will be the start of a bigger move, something like this. It looks like we're doing this all over again on a bigger scale. So we had this come down like that. And now we're at the stage where we're ready to go, in my opinion. So that's where we're at as far as the altcoins go. If we look on the higher time frames, the weekly chart, it's going to be probably all the same thing. Stock RSI, we need to see it get above that 50 line, pink get back above the blue. If it does, the last time we've seen that was back October 20. We're ready for the next move up, folks, in my opinion. And it's going to be fast, and then it's going to be over. So now's the time to buckle in for sure. And then looking at others, let's go to the 4-day, 5-day chart. The weekly chart. Same thing here. We need to see an immediate cross up with the momentum for the altcoins, because if we don't, we'll be going below that zero line. So now's the time to do it, in my opinion. It does look like we're fulfilling what happens on the left, happens on the right. We're at this point, and what comes next is a move back up like this. So this is going to happen like that. And it just so happens that from February 2021 to about July 2021 was about 5 months, but that was the big altcoin bull run. And that's what everything else is showing us is about to happen here. Maybe 3 to 5 months max of a big altcoin bull run that starts now, in my opinion. And this is everything that is kind of showing it to me. But we need to see those key things happen. Of course, it all really depends on Bitcoin. It needs to get back above those key levels, at least get above 69K, go sideways, maybe above 70K sideways. And we need to see the momentum shift, and then we'll be good. So I think I'm going to keep it off at that, actually. And I'm going to do a separate video on the bot live check-in for all the different altcoins. I'll go into XRP and XLM in that video as well too, because those two are flashing some massive signals right now as we speak. So you're going to want to subscribe, hit the notification bell for when I release that video in a little bit after I push this one out. But as far as the macro charts and where we're at, I think you guys understand where I'm coming from at this moment. And I'll let you guys know in the Discord if anything changes in the market updates channel. Keep in mind, I'll be traveling next week for like 2 weeks. So I'll be kind of gone most of August. So I won't be able to do these type of videos. So I wanted to cover this macro update, what I'm watching, so you guys can throw it up on your charts and watch what I'm watching as well too. I'll try to do short phone videos while I'm away, but if not, I'll do screenshots and written updates in the market updates channel in the Discord. So that's going to be it. I'll see you guys in the next video where I will cover the live trade check-in for the Stargate bots for all the individual coins, and I'll see you guys there and in the next video.